Hello everyone, how are we all tonight? Let me just find the video. It's just going to take a quick second. There we go. Oh, got one location going and the other one looks like it started, hopefully. Look at that. Oh, shoot, sorry. Unintentional, would you believe that is? You're just going to have to stay with me one moment, please. So share it. Right, there we go. Hello. We made it. Hello, Kelly. I'm excellent. It's not raining tonight. Third time a charm, hey? It's what it's gotta be, isn't it? Which is nice. Hello, Diane. And Diana. Oh my gosh. It's good to be here. Right, so last week we did our cover, which has been nearly a full 2 weeks because of the rain. And then tonight I thought we might we've done a lot in our journal lately. And they've been relatively quick classes because I was looking after Amelia while Mum and Dad are away, and now they're back. So I thought we might do not an ornament as such, but like a hanger for your door. You know? Something to hang your door, or a nice little circle to go with as a decoration in your home. Or it could be something like, if you seal it well enough, you could have it on your dining table. Bit of like a decoration for a fancy dinner. Or you do like an Easter fancy dinner or something. So just thinking about it. Something, I've got a few vintagey items. I've got some string here as well from the shop. It's a nice little maroon colour. But what do you think? We could go back to the journal. I'm happy to do it either, but I thought something out of the journal might be a bit fun tonight, a bit different. And we have been waiting a full week for this. Hello Tash, hello Di. Yeah, we have been waiting, I think fairly patiently, we could all say, to do this one because it's been a full week. So why not, is my theory. Let's come in and give it a little bit of a base though, shall we? A bit of a prime. Let's get some glue out. Well, not glue, sorry. Some white paint. Oh, my words are eventually going to work. Let's get some white paint out. Oh, hello, Christy. And come in. And with my white paint, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shabbiness to it. So I'm really coming in nice and light. So I'm dabbing it in. So now I've got a pretty even coating among my bristles on my brush. Bristles on my brush. And then I'm coming in and I'm first putting it on lightly, and then I get a little bit harder as I come in. And just scratching it backwards and forwards. You could come and do up and down as well. It's up to you. I'm just getting a little bit of paint on there. This is just to get our first coat of paint onto that one. And because we've done it fairly light, that's pretty much already dry. Now let's come in. I think we might start off with adding a teensy bit of this brown. Now I'm not going to wash my paintbrush out in between this one. And I want to use this oval as or do we use, one second, sorry about that. The cats are telling me that they're inside. Mum, you might actually need to come and spray Missy. She's somewhere where she shouldn't be. What do you reckon about the pebbles?
Do I need to get the water spritzer out? Now get out of there. That's
Truly
not your craft area.
Sorry about that.
Go on, get. Out. Go on. No.
Cats.
She does not need you getting up there. You know where she was going?
Up to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, to tell me she wants dinner. I know.
No, she's not eating it because her sister's going to run away as soon as I feed her.
Yeah.
They're not getting fed until I know they're not going to run away.
Yeah. Our cats have decided that they're going to try and see how much they can do before getting in trouble lately. It seems to be a very common theme between the two of them. Just as a heads up, us Redshaw humans are not impressed by their behaviour. Amelia's getting to experience what it's like to have naughty siblings. In cat form. Right, oh, let's go for these words. I do like these words. But I think we might stick to what we were planning to do here. And I think I might stick to actually using the brown with the white linen. Sorry, I've gone on for a bit of a tangent. I've just found some stuff that I like that I think will work. And I've added to the pile. How helpful. I've got more on my desk now, not less. Oh well. We'll live. It's fairly messy. So let's come in. This is just a white linen mandala from the Beautiful Family. It's an oval mandala. I did try making this into a stencil. It turned into a hollow shape because I did it wrong. So it's forever.
You tried that while I was away.
Yeah, I did. Forever will be a white linen at the moment, but that's okay. We can still use white linens. Just come in. Potentially, yeah. I was pretty annoyed that I couldn't get it right. Like, you know, I generally think that I get things pretty good, but I just couldn't figure out how to fix it.
Just need some of Mummy's secret tricks.
Probably. So let's just come in. It's looking pretty good, though.
You go near her desk. And
she's coming in from underneath.
There will be discussions about kittens.
Let's just put this one through here.
Just need to.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is she under your desk?
She's at my feet now. She's come through.
Please tell me you have a water spritzer. You don't, do you?
No, mine was being used in the bathroom to get them off the counter.
Yeah, well, it's gone missing. I think I've eaten that up, isn't it?
Knocked it out of sight.
Out. Go on.
So I'm just sorry about this, guys.
No, she does not need you.
Unfortunately, the art area does not have a door to it.
Go on.
So I've just done 2 of those. I would ideally like to do a 3rd one. I'm just trying to think. It might look a bit odd, so I think if we come in and we do.
Just need to get this finished.
So sorry, people. Missy, Meals, can you pull out Missy's cat tunnel? Didn't mean to yell at you guys. Really loudly. That should keep her entertained for a while. Right. Well, we've got the cats entertained. There we go. Look at that. So we have gotten fairly dark fairly quickly, which is the potential with adding your darkest color first, which was our brown. So what I'm going to actually do, oh, Dad's on. He's not impressed by Missy either. Just use the gesso. Yeah.
He should be here.
Let me just, he's at work.
Yeah, I know.
And then we
love it if he was here, having to deal with her.
Mm-hmm. Let's just add the white in there, and then just going to come in and dry out our paintbrush. Now, I do prefer this type of effect done with a dry paintbrush. So we're going to go and grab its mate, which in a set like that, in the gesso set, you get different sizes. So I think this is the smallest set, the smallest one, and then you get that one, and then there's a bigger one after that. So you do get 3 sizes in the gesso brushes, which is helpful. She just wants to play with all the craft items as well. Yes, well, it's also a bit past their dinner time because they wouldn't come for dinner before class, but like
Saturday night, so they do the runner.
Yeah, but yeah, it's also Saturday night, so after they get fed, they try to sneak out of the house or con someone. So
I can't get it any further than this.
that's okay. So we're just going to come in and lighten it up a little bit more. There we go. Make it kind of into the background, and we're just using the same technique that we did earlier. If you're afraid you're a little bit heavy-handed, that's okay. You can just keep scraping and it slowly peels off. Also, the wood is still pretty absorbent at this point, so it will take most of that extra paint that you've put on into it. So I'm just going to keep going until it's nice and smooth. Look at that. It's a nice finish. So yeah, the wood's just kind of absorbed all that extra paint, and now what we can come and do, I think, is I might add down, well, stick down, not add down, that sounds a bit weird. Stick down a few of this one here, a few bits of this rice paper once I rip it up. Let me just get my paintbrush. I've lost my favourite paintbrush too. No, I can't. I've put it somewhere safe. Goodness me. It's a bit of a moment. I'll find it in a second. I generally keep them on my desk. Okay. Let's just come in. Feather that one off. Now let's take the barcode bit off as well. Might actually not bother with feathering tonight, just because I don't want really this bit to blend into the background as such. I kind of want it to be seen as a little bit patchworky. That looks better that way, I think. Yes. So it's like patchworking it up. Yep, done. Completely correct there. So let me just... Yeah, so I like that one. The trick with these ones is not to overfill them straight away. You don't really want to overdo it immediately on the first layer. Just going to make sure that when there, yep, doesn't get dried out. That's good. And if we come in, now remember this wood is still fairly absorbent because we've done thin layers. So we want to make sure that we definitely do all 3 layers of gluing. And I do the last sealing layer at once with all the little bits and pieces.
So there's a bit of a heated discussion going on in the lounge room.
Yep. And then let's get a bit more glue out. So it's just gel medium matte we're using. Just coming in here. And then if we just add in on top now the glue. So we're coming in and we're just rubbing that glue on top of it, getting it to seal. Now because we didn't feather the edges, this rice paper is not going to really blend in as such, which is okay, but our job is just to make sure at this point that we don't have any air bubbles, because air bubbles are not our friends. Okay, there we go. And then let's come in. I think if we add in some pink next. So I'm tossing up between these two. I actually think this one here, see me out, imagine if it sits there and then we have another one over here. The only good thing about this one here is that we can technically like shrink the patterns. We could actually do it a bit more inward and only do those bits there. No, I'm sold on this one. Here we go. So this is number 82 of our stencils. Abstract crossover. I'm just going to get it nice and soft there, just because I don't want it to bleed through this one. It's a bit of a detailed stencil. And the trick is not to push down hard so then your bristles go underneath the stencil, but rather just to lightly scrape it on top. Yeah, there we go. One bit. And then here comes the second bit. Worked. Very nice. Okay. And now, if we come in and we get this purple. So this is the metallic purple. So it's not going to be 100% opaque, but it's still going to have a lot of that pigment in it. And purple, this purple is a very dark purple anyway, so it will come out with that color really strong. See, I'll show you. So it's not opaque. You can still see everything underneath, which is really quite cool. It's a pretty amazing feature by the metallic acrylics. I just want to get in. And there we go. Or we can come in. Lift that one there. And that looks pretty good. Okay, I'm just adding a bit more purple around, so it looks a little bit messy now, but we can come in, I think, and plan out our clusters on top. So what I was thinking was that I could put this one here to one side and then put a little bit more of this rice paper on top. And remember that mandala oval linen that we used earlier? Because it's brown now, we could put that one there as well. And have me out. I did like this one here, and this one. A little bit of, like, oh, not that one. I'm trying to get to this piece here. I do like these vintage things, colour palettes. I don't think we use them enough. Stick that one down there and that one down there. And if we stick this one up here on with, I don't actually think those two match though. Ooh, sad. 1 minute. What about the scheme? Potentially. I do think that if we stick down this one here with modelling paste, and it's a little bit higher, raised a little bit higher, you know, has a bit more body to it. And then that little dot. What if we come in next? Is that air bubble? No. Okay. Don't worry about me, I'm having a moment. And like, we make sure in that bit there it's white, so then when it dries we can come in and write a word. And then put that one there. Like so. Put this one down. And then maybe a few of these bigger love hearts out everywhere. What do we think? Yes or no to the idea? And the idea would be that we would cut this one down there. Mills, are you okay? Oh, sorry, she's acting.
Her and the cat are apparently playing.
Right, okay. Oh, I did have, yep, she is definitely, okay.
Sounds like there's too much fun being had by the kids, potentially at the cat's expense, but I'm just not sure I mind.
Okay.
This is a menace.
I'm not really that bothered. Just got this day to remember A5 worksheet.
Sounds like they're having fun.
At least.
Missy's having fun, but Millie's having fun.
Right, let's come in and grab out some of these words. So maybe we got the word wishing. And you.
Remembering, I've got a cat under my desk too.
Yep. And then, oh, what about the word love? Hey, Mum, can I have the modelling paste of your desk?
Potentially. You like a cat?
No, thanks. I'm willing to trade you for a tub of modelling paste for a hug later. Illustrated commerce there, hey?
What modelling base? Oh, I got a Scarica light.
Okay.
I was thinking today we needed to go shopping.
Right.
Oh, that looks good.
Thank you.
Nice.
A few bits still have to be painted, obviously. Right, let's come in and take off some of these layers. So we've got to deal with the chipboard, what colour we want to paint them. And I'm actually thinking that these love hearts, we could do like a nice medium, this type of yellow, not that yellow, this type of yellow. I'm thinking that this one here, we could do a pink. Because our thing there is brown, and then this rice paper is mainly purpley, a bit of lilac. So let's come in and make a nice bit of pink. So I'm going to put a bit of pink down, and then also a bit of white to make it 100% opaque. The this tube of pink is pretty, it's pretty opaque, but like the chipboard, also remember everything absorbs. So everything chipboard would absorb. So we just want to make sure that the color stays on top. So we come in and with our stencil brush, give it a good amount of texture and a good amount of paint coverage. And keep coming around. There we go. Not too bad. Look at that. That's actually quite nice. I don't know why I sound surprised. Oh, it's going to turn out nice. And let's just come and clean that one by pushing it up and down. Scrape, scrape. Obviously that still needs a wash in the sink, but it's mainly clean. And then let's come in with these ones here now. And go for this medium yellow. That brown and that one there should be dry, hopefully. So we just grab out another stencil brush, and I think we might actually do a few more hearts than what we're intending to use. Hear me out. I'm bound to lose one. And then, you know, I'll have to go looking if I only paint the exact amount I want. So let's just save ourselves the absolute trouble here and get a little bit more of this white as well. How's everyone's week been? So I'm just coming in. I'm trying to make sure I don't touch them while I do this, or else I'm going to end up with like a fingerprint on them. It does get a bit difficult. But yeah, there we go. And because we've done them also with a bit of white in the paint, it means they've got this nice little gradient to them. I'll show you in a second. I'll lift one up. So they've got like a little bit of a gradient in colour, which is really nice. And then we're going to move those ones over to here to dry this way. And let's just come and clean up that white paint before we put our circle back down on where we're creating. And I just did that with a bit of gauze. I've got pink and yellow gauze. Right. So the first thing we want to stick down is our mandala. I don't think I fully thought this one through because it's pretty pinky light behind it. So let's just come in Grab this one. That piece of unstuck. Our cluster might change a little bit as we come through. That's too wet. Looks like it's going to be this one. Because I think the other one I've left up in the bathroom. Yep, it is. Okay, right. Let's grab that brown. It's going to need a different tub though. Just place it down. Come in. Now, we're not fully covering the whole entire thing. We're just trying to make it not light pink. Now we're sticking down the mandala. Well, a chipboard mandala anyway, so just being a bit careful and scraping it along. Right. There we go. And then right, so let's just dry this one really quick with our heat tool. Okay, and then grab out our glue. Put it directly on there so then we can come in and give it a good amount of coverage there. So this will also seal the paint underneath as well. Then place that one down. Right. Now let's see how much of that gel, that light modeling paste we've got. Oh, more than I thought. So let's grab out our palette knife real quick. And I'm going to actually stick this rice paper down with light modeling paste because it's got a white finish, so it'll be opaque then, and also it means that it's just going to have that bit of body that the modeling paste can seep down and into the gaps between the chipboard mandala pattern, meaning that it won't have any air bubbles between it and the wood, and we can also make sure it definitely sticks down. Right. Just, yeah. Stick that one down. And then I'm just going to rub it in so then you can still see that mandala underneath, which I think is pretty cool. And to blend those edges in just a little bit, it's coming in with a bit of light pink on that thing over there, and a bit of light pink up here. A bit of light pink here. Right, there we go. There's that one. And now just gonna come in and stick. I'll put a bit of gel medium on top just to seal that rice paper, or else it gets a little bit tacky in the next step because we've got that light modeling paste underneath. Oh, hello, Chloe. Oh, that's beautiful here. Yes, I have been able to go for my morning swims. I've been swimming in the heated pool lately. I'm just, yeah. I tried to go straight back into my 4K last week, and I swam, I think, 3.5 last Sunday and felt terrible for the rest of the day. And then I've gone back to 2K. I'm trying to build myself back up to my 3K where I was at. Well, I did 3 to 4K depending on how much time I had and how I felt for the day. So I'm trying to build myself back up to that, as I realize that I may have taken a little bit too much time off just to jump back into, you know, a full-on cinema like pool swim, and especially in a 25-meter pool, because, you know, you've got double the amount of turns, which is painful. Generally, you know, speaking. But yeah, I will get back up there. Now that we've got that one there stuck down, stick this word wishing there. And then let's grab a bit of this glue. I just realized I was working on a complete angle. There we go. And then let's come in. With the gel medium up there, and we're just going to put a bit of glue down here. And then the word of love. Now, if you want it to be really good, you could use our actual word tool. Cut these down to like the same width. I mean, same height, which would be pretty amazing, I think. But I do not have that type of patience. So just a few random words. Go. And then next, we'll put one of our hearts down here while the glue's still wet. A heart on top of that one. part over here. That's still wet there. And then if we come in, just scrape along this edge here. A bit of light modeling paste, because what we can do now is if we come in with this stamp and we stamp into our light modeling paste there, and then just come on with a bit of this yellow. And this purple. And I was thinking doing a teacup with it, but I think instead we come around the edge of our mandala, and I'm just going to do it with my hand. You could do this lightly with a paintbrush if you wanted, but I'm just going to use my fingers. Come around lightly. And then what if let's just try it real quick. Okay. Just thinking. Found it. It's right there all along. Gosh, I'm dodgy. Okay, let's just come in. And I actually think what this needs, if we just grab some of this violet acrylic ink. And just let it drip down. And just keep coming around. And if we just up here, just add a little bit of it on the edge. And then a little bit of the violet. So I'm just doing like 1 or 2 droplets. And I put it down. Reason why I'm putting it down is so then we've got this bit of layering happening. So we can come back in. Bit of the brown there. Just let it flow in. Brown down here. If we grab the purple and write our teacup stamp up with that. And then there's that one. And if we put a bit of white down as well again. If we use the fan brush this time around. And we're going to use the fan brush because it's got that curve edge to it. Okay, and then we're so close, I think. It's just about playing around with it. I'm nearly happy. I think it needs. Just realised that this purple has no body to it. Okay. Could explain some problems. Just going to add a smidge of black to it. Just to thicken it up a little bit. It's probably going to end pretty bad. Just going to add it near my edge here. And let it. Fair amount. This is why we have our gauze on hand, because then I'm going to come in. The extra, and then just lightly tap it so it goes out. Let's add in some purple without. Is that a hair? It's brush hair. Over now. One of my brushes must be melting. Do use them a fair amount. And then there we go. There's those ones. And now let's just dry this real quick. And come in with this paint pen. Just add a few butterflies. And there's that one. And now I just think this is fairly like it's quite blinding the white just a little bit. So I want to come in Scoop of that. Remembering not to get any paint inside. Modeling paste tub. It does kind of destroy your modeling paste. So there's one heart. We might come in, model that one up there. Slash make it. And then this one here. Add a bit of white there. Bit of white down there. And I do think need some yellow. Yeah. Some yellow here. And a little bit of yellow down there. What if we grab a bit of purple here. Bit of purple up there. Okay. I think we might be done. I know, right? I think I'm just playing with it now, to be honest. So there is our decorative circle. Put it on your door, anywhere realistically. On a table, hanging, ornament, everything. So thank you for coming, and we will be back again on Monday for another mixed media class. Hopefully it's not raining, and yeah, we'll see you. It's not going to be raining, and we'll see you all on Monday night at 7 p.m. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and stay safe. Bye.